What's up, man? Are you serious?
Jake Paul was trending over the weekend, but for all the wrong reasons. He posted a video called Confronting Internet Bully Cody Co, where he does just that. Cody Co has criticized Jake Paul and his antics in the past, several times, but it turns out that this was all a ploy to get a shout out from Jake Paul, essentially promotion. And frankly, I think Jake Paul was in on it. Who is this clout mastermind, you ask? Well, I'm gonna spill this tea right now on I.O. Welcome back to InformOverload. We do the news and spill the tea. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and I just wanted to give a shout out to our Instagram contest winner, Shwanda Dennis, aka Shwanda2Lit on Instagram. Make sure you DM us to collect your prize, and thanks so much to everybody who entered this contest. There were over 1,000 entries, and if I could give money to all of you, I would, but I would be broke. It was so nice to read all of your responses, and we plan on doing more contests in the future, so stay tuned for that. So damn, it has been a crazy couple weeks filled with YouTube drama, huh? Anyone else's tongues burnt from all this tea? So now that the Tati, Westbrook, James Charles drama seems to be over and done with, for now, Jake Paul is back in the news again because of his video confronting internet bully Cody Co. Jake maintains in his video that he isn't trying to be quote YouTube's hero, but he's instead tired of Cody Co cyberbullying him. Jake also goes on to call Cody a wannabe comedian. Interesting because Cody Co is a comedian, he literally does stand-up comedy. And Jake also makes fun of Cody's history as a quote back-end tech developer. Cody Co has a formal education as a software engineer. I'm sorry, this takes me back to high school where bullies would make fun of me for being smart. It's cool to be smart, okay? You peaked in high school. But I'm gonna get to all of that in a second. At the end of the video, Jake Paul goes down to Jeff Wittek's set where he's filming an episode of Jeff's Barbershop, and he confronts Cody Co on camera for spreading negativity and allegedly bullying kids.
You do, you sitting in front of camera, actually can resonate into people's hearts, and that's not cool, I just don't like it.
I have yet to see an instance of Cody bullying kids on his channel. That seems a bit overreaching for Jake Paul, and I think he probably said that to make the situation seem much worse than it actually is. I actually find this very ironic because Jake Paul is a YouTuber whose history is littered with instances of bullying. There are reports of him being a bully when he was in grade school. Remember when the Martinez twins called him out for bullying them, making their lives in the Team 10 house unbearable and destroying personal property? And let's not forget about the times Jake Paul has seriously pissed off his neighbors after terrorizing them with YouTube stunts. So does it only constitute as bullying when it has to do with kids? Because I feel like terrorizing a neighborhood to the point where multiple neighbors want to take legal action also constitutes as bullying. So what I'm trying to say is, it's kind of funny that Jake Paul is not self-aware at all, yet he calls out another YouTuber for bullying. When Jake Paul's video went up, Cody responded on Twitter and said, "Hey guys, what's up? Just logged on. Sorry, I was busy cyberbullying people." There were plenty of reactions to this drama on Twitter. Jake's video is sitting at 378,000 dislikes to 62,000 likes, and in fact it basically encouraged people to check out Cody Co's channel for themselves, and it turns out that most people like his videos. Jake Paul wanted to confront Cody for making YouTube videos that were critical of him. He legitimately thinks that he's standing up to a hateful cyberbully. Here were some responses on Twitter. "This messed me up. Jake Paul made a video confronting Cody Co for making YouTube videos critical of him. He legitimately thinks he's standing up against a hateful cyberbully. It's so hard to watch a millionaire with crazy influence not be able to separate criticism from hate. Next, all these years I thought Jake Paul had no comedic talent, but then he made a video trying to cancel Cody Co for being a cyberbully. And if that's not one of the best jokes of 2019, I don't know what is." And lastly, Jake Paul made a video confronting an actually talented, humble, and genuine creator. "We must protect Cody Co at all costs. Cyberbullying on the internet is not a joke. It really does ruin people's self-esteem and often even their lives. I'm not sure how Jake Paul felt in this situation, being cyberbullied, so to speak, by Cody Co, but as I've said in previous videos, you should always question YouTube drama. Calling someone a cyberbully is not as bad as calling someone, let's say, a predator. Heck, there are people who cyberbully me on a daily basis. That's usually easy to ignore. I can just block a person or hide them from the comment section. So it doesn't really bother me as long as it doesn't escalate into harassment. That being said, I don't actually oppose Jake Paul for taking a stance against cyberbullies. There's nothing wrong with that. He said in his video, "It's consumed our generation, it's consumed our society." He went on to say, "I think it's largely in part to do with these negative trolls online that just spread negativity into the earth. I want to put a voice up against it." What I don't think is relevant in this situation situation is bringing a commentator like Cody Ko into all of this, as Jake's example. Cody Ko, like many other commentators on YouTube, makes fun of pretty much everybody. Everyone he finds cringeworthy, at least. He does a series called That's Cringe, where he reacts to content that he finds cringy. Things like ASMR influencers eating deodorant and Christian women who take it upon themselves to slut shame others in the name of Christ. I'll save ya. Cody has also criticized Jake Paul on many occasions, but mostly for being a bad influence on children. Most notably, Jake Paul's diss track that was released last year, where Jake Paul openly told children to disrespect their teachers. Cody made some really good points in defense of teachers, who make very little money and have to take care of everyone's POS kids all year. Jake Paul is very much a huge influence on his audience, who are mostly kids. These kids look up to him and emulate his behavior. If they see Jake Paul being a bad influence, they're gonna copy his behavior because they want to be cool and a rich YouTuber like Jake Paul. We need commentators on YouTube because they're the only ones actually policing other YouTubers. YouTube is pretty much the wild wild west. There's very much a mentality of eat or be eaten. That being said, commentators have to uphold a standard where they're not being malicious. Their genre is essentially all about making fun of other people, and after a certain point it does cross a line. A great example of a commentator that does what he does in good fun is Leon Lush. He pokes fun but makes sure his audience knows it's all a joke, all in good fun. I like to think of Leon Lush as like YouTube's dad, poking fun while still remaining lovable. Cody Ko also does a good job of keeping his jokes light, but that all depends on perspective. I personally would not want to be dragged for 45 minutes in one of Cody's videos, or several of his videos like Jake Paul was, but I mean, it's entertaining watching other people be dragged. At the end of the day, criticism is not illegal, and when you've got a history like Jake Paul, I mean, you kind of bring it upon yourself. It's also a good time to bring up that Cody doesn't only make money criticizing other people, he does his own original content as well. But in an interesting turn of events, Jake Paul's friend Jeff Wittek, who does the series Jeff's Barbershop on YouTube, revealed in a recent video that it was his intention all along to bait Jake Paul into coming down to his barbershop set for the purpose of getting Jake Paul to give him promotion. The video was called How to Get Free Promo from Jake Paul, featuring Cody Ko. Jeff Wittek invites Jake Paul over while Cody Ko is in the chair. The confrontation between the two of them was apparently staged, and there's even a moment where Jake totally forgot the scenario and they left it in the video. Jeff asks Jake if Cody can come to his party. Jake said yeah. He said sorry. Jake then shakes Cody's hand and then corrects himself and says no, he can't come to the party, because that was the scenario that they planned out in advance. There's even a moment at the beginning of Jeff's video where you can visibly see Jake Paul go in for a handshake when he walks into the set, but they cut it out. It's like, like, are you kidding me? All of this YouTube drama is fake! This is why I have trust issues, okay? Wittek says at the end of his video, alright, I've got some explaining to do. My plan worked out perfectly. About 2 years ago, Jake asked me to join Team 10. He offered me a contract where I would give 20% of my earnings to him for 8 years. This was all one big manipulation to get a shout out from Jake Paul, and he took the bait. I did this all just as a big manipulation so I could get a shout out from Jake Paul for free. I will also add that the ploy also got him a shout out in PewDiePie's recent video, Jake Paul is cancelled. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Right now, Wittek's video is sitting at 800,000 views and his subscribers went up, getting him much closer to the 1 million subscriber mark. He's currently sitting at around 960,000 subscribers. So on this note, I should tell you guys that you should absolutely always question YouTube drama, especially when it concerns a huge YouTuber like Jake Paul or James Charles. YouTube drama is just another form of collaboration. It directly cross-promotes channels and YouTubers. I 100% believe Jake Paul staged this whole thing and was in on it. I mean, the timing of all of this is definitely interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe Jake saw how huge the scandal involving Tati Westbrook and James Charles got, so he wanted to do the exact same thing. And then he chose to call Cody Ko a cyberbully because, I mean, like, cyberbully is definitely not as bad as being a predator in my view, but it backfired massively. Who knows, maybe in the future we're gonna see Jake's subscribers shoot up, but as of right now, it just sort of seems like it was a bad idea for him. Anyways guys, tell me your thoughts on this down there in the comments. For now, I'm gonna wrap up this video with some comment features. These are from our video, Tati made millions off James Charles drama. Rachel Rabbit said, Charlotte, who are your 2 favorite YouTubers? Honestly, it's really hard to pick right now. Like, I was really into Jeffree Star and now I'm like having a hard time watching him, to be honest, but I regularly watch Leon Lush and my girl Azzy Land. She's not watching right now, but hey Azzy. Shayham said, this tea got crazy. Wait, you spilled the tea? I'm British, never spill the tea. Sorry, governor. Never again. Shh. Zahir Harris said, I lost count how many times you said tea. Bad Vibes Art said, how to survive on YouTube. Mind your own business. Mind your business. Okay? Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep watching, click that playlist and obviously leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I will see you in a future episode of Inform Overload.